Hey everybody, welcome to November's patron Q&A. As you can see, Corona Cuts returned. I asked Reno to cut my hair, knowing full well it might not go so well, and we didn't have the right tools.
No. I tried,
so then buzzed.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be neat and tidy again and not look like Eastern European, pretty much. I look like the guy out of Smoking Aces. Eastern European. Anyway, we have questions. So let's start at the top. Do you want to read the first one?
Yeah. So the first question is from Julian L, who says, question for you both.
Yes.
What is your best animal impression? An impression can be mime, sound, or both.
Best animal impression?
Yeah.
Seagull. No, it's the wrong way. It's basically a black-headed gull. They're the ones who make that noise.
I used to do a good pig impression. I don't think I can do it anymore, though.
Would you like to attempt?
I'll try.
Remember, we can edit out. It was like...
Hold on, because it hurts my throat. Something like that.
That's getting close.
It's close. I haven't done it for a long time. I used to be able to do a good dog bark, but it's very loud, so I'm not doing that. I'm reading this one now. Alan Waters even, says, so this month's question is as follows. If you had to spend a week as one animal, it's very animal related this month.
Animal month.
Other than humans, of course, what would it be? I'd be a Siberian reindeer. Look it up on National Geographic if you are not sure. Mushrooms. I get why he wants to be that. Because they eat the mushrooms, like that make them go like in a trance or something.
Oh, I see. I want to be an animal that gets attacked by humans and then fight back. Maybe be a whale and then sink some ships. Maybe I'll get some laser cannons somehow mounted to me. Imagine a humpback whale with laser cannons. They're like, harpoon the whale! and then he's like, yeah, right, mate.
How would it activate them?
With his blowhole.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what animal I would want to be. There's too many animals I would want to be. Daniel
Boddington. Hey Spice and Reno, I'm booking my DAS course soon and I'm stuck with who to do it with. I've seen that Honda and Kawasaki offer bike training courses in my area, Dorset, but would you consider going with a proper riding school and not a manufacturer riding school? I'd assume they're normal riding schools anyway,
yeah.
that they just
do them on their bikes.
Yeah.
They're branded bikes.
I honestly don't know what they're like, so I couldn't say. But I've done mine with a proper riding school, and I think, well, I don't know. People in the comments who've done it with, like, you know, with Honda and Kawasaki. Hey, have you found it? Hey, have you found it? How have you found it? I'd love to know. Right, so yours is the next question.
Corey says, hey both. Well, here is a question I don't know if you can answer or help with, or if it's purely down to experience. I'm a new rider, been riding for a month now and getting used to higher speeds on twisty roads, but I'm super nervous at cornering. I think I should be leaning the bike more, but I usually slow down all the way to around 30 to get around tightish corners that cars zip round at, say, 50, purely because I really don't think eating a fence is fun. How do you know how fast to go round a bend? I know all bends are different and depending on road conditions, but is there an average-ish? I'm going way too slow. Is something that isn't mentioned in the CBT, but I'm struggling with this because I want to ride freely but safely. Sorry for the long question.
That's fine. Basically, it's confidence. And you need to just up your confidence. And to do that, I mean, personally, I just slowly progressed, getting faster and faster and felt more confident doing it. But if you're not confident doing that, then you're not going to necessarily do it safely, and if you're already not confident to do it. So I would say maybe consider like an advanced riding lesson, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say you can't ride, you know. I'm just saying it can. Having an expert with you, talking in your ear, like explaining your body positioning at the time and your line, who can really tell you where you're making your errors. It could be lots of things. It could be that you're taking the wrong line. Because if you go in too tight to the corner, when you come out the outside of it, you find you're going so fast you can't make that last turn. You want to be outside. Well, no, I'm not going to tell you the racing line on the road, but you basically, there is a line you would take. I think that would be advantageous. Or if you know someone who rides, might be able to give you a few tips. But generally, practice. I mean, look into the corner. That's another thing. Don't look round the corner like at the front. Look into the corner. Don't get on the throttle until you're sort of halfway through the corner. So when you're at the apex, then you get back on the throttle. It's a very difficult one to explain.
Yeah, because I had that problem when I first started riding.
But seriously, if you can afford to do it, I mean, it may only be like 40, 50 quid for a couple of hours. That might help you immensely. Yeah,
because I remember when I was doing my bike test, I said that I didn't feel confident on roundabouts. So he was like, right, that's it. We're taking you on every roundabout ever. And then I felt fine after I did them all.
Okay. Daniel Halliburton. Hi both. Are there any car brands you wish who made motorbikes, and why that brand? Also, I know you both don't drive, but do you have a favourite car? Oh, that's an interesting sort of question. Land Rover should make a bike. It would be good. Like the Defender, the bike version. I think that would be funny.
That would be quite funny.
A lot of the manufacturers have made bikes along the way, haven't they? Mercedes, yes, they used to do bikes. Lamborghini's done a bike, Ferrari's done a bike. Lamborghini started making tractors. That's where Lamborghini started, to my understanding. But yeah, anyone you'd like to see make a car brand? Reno's like going, I know nothing about cars.
I literally know nothing. I don't know anything about cars. I know a few car brands, that's about it. My favourite car, I don't really have one. If it's a nice colour and it's sports car looking, I generally like it. Otherwise, it's just a car to me.
Yeah. And as for, do I have a favourite car? The R34 Skyline, because I'm 34. Not because I'm 34 now, but you know that at age 34, we saw the R34 Skyline as like, oh.
But when you were younger.
Yeah. Also one of the Ferrari GTOs, the one with the like front. Some people know what I'm talking about. I think that's quite a nice looking car. Oh, actually, do you want to read this? From May Crutch.
We have a poem from May Crutch. It's quite long, but we'll get through it.
That's what she said.
Here you go, Spicy and Reno. Hope you enjoy the Spicy and Reno poem. Reno is good. Reno is great. She really is Spicy's special mate. I'd rather watch Reno than read the Beano or even go to a casino.
So, did you say May Crutch or Wordsworth?
It's Reno I want to thank because I really like her clay piggy bank. With Reno, you'll always get a smile and a laugh. She is friendlier than a Kenyan giraffe.
Never met one, but I'd probably go with that.
Reno would rather stroke cute little piggies than go to the shop for a packet of ciggies. Her boyfriend Spicy has really nice thighs. He's the type of person you could never despise. I just want to say thanks for the videos, guys. Spicy often reminds us he's 6'4". At the end of the video, I'm always left wanting more. Than most people, Spicy is way bigger. Sorry. I still couldn't reach the top of his head with a digger.
That's a very small digger.
When a spicy video ends, I cut a dejected figure. Of his YouTube channel, Spicy should be so proud. His videos never fail in making me laugh out loud. Even when he had a very bad back, Spicy still didn't give himself the sack. When Spicy... Oi, you're fired! Oh!
I'd love to fire myself one day. I don't have your...
Wait,
you're fired. You're having I need the money, man. Don't you remember all the work, all the overtime? I don't care. I'm not putting up this anymore. What?
Oh
sorry,
my God.
Sorry, man, carry on.
Right, where were we? Yeah. When Spicy does take a break, it can be... When Spicy does take a break, it can be described as a smidgen on his rides.
I can see where this is going.
He often encounters a squished pigeon or squeegin. Spicy is on his way. We await the day he hits 1,000k. 100k even. Not 1,000k, but you know.
1 million in one day.
That's good, I like that. Derek and Divvy, those are his trusty steeds.
They are indeed.
The brakes on my bike, Spicy taught me how to bleed. Derek brings the beef when Spicy gives him the beans. Your...
I think she's reading ahead.
Your bottom looks great in those tight RHOK jeans.
Thanks.
Your Restoration Z series reached a thrilling crescendo. It was just as entertaining as those vids that end at Tesco.
All of them.
When it comes to creating enjoyable content, Spicy is the boss. To those who don't watch him, it really is their loss. It's accurate to say Spicy is one cool dude. I often watch his videos in the nude. Oh my God. Oh, I thought I was coming up camera. Nope. Spicy and Reno, you're funnier than Homer, Lisa or Bart. Your videos are more fulfilling than a custard tart.
Well, then she went with custard tart, not fart.
Nothing gives me greater pleasure than watching a Spicy or Reno vid at my leisure. You both prefer a spiced rum to a neat scotch. You two have been awesome. I have been make-rodge.
A big part of the channel, if I'm honest.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously though, you deserve a spiced rum. I can't, as I'm on the toilet and I need to wipe my bum.
I think they literally were.
So now that this poem is nearly through, all that's left to say is good luck and best wishes to the both of you. It's been fun, but this poem must end. Because I need to wave my... Because I need to wave my poo off around the U-bend.
May, it has been said before, you're a special kind of person and we absolutely love you. You're exactly what this channel is all about. Now, we do have more questions, but we've only got 2 pages. So, I think I better read this one. Mephisto, hey Sprino. If you had to be a Pokemon, which one would if you could do anything, if you had to be a Pokemon, which one you think? Yeah, right. If you had to be a Pokemon, which one would you think the other to be? Oh, I see. I could be saying like PS,
What?
sneak peek of Divi Progress. Divi Progress, I put a post today, so it basically is I'm waiting on parts. I think you should be Psyduck.
What, because I get headaches a lot?
You get headaches, you get confused.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
mad when you're hungry.
Yeah.
And you also are very powerful when you're mad.
I'm trying to think of who you would be as a Pokemon. Because I spent the time thinking about what Pokemon I would want to be, not what you would be. Pokemon. It needs to be a calm, caring Pokemon. Big Pokemon, because you are big.
Snorlax?
No, Snorlax is fat and he's lazy and he just sleeps all day.
Lugia, whatever it is.
Lugia.
You're that giant, like... It's like a giant seagull. It's like, it's so cool. It's like a hippie seagull.
There is a big whale thing, actually. The one that was in the Sapphire game. I can't remember what it's called, but it is a big whale. I don't know. There's too many Pokemons.
Let's move forward.
Benjamin Slade says, hello, Spicy and Reno. Are you going to be making 2 calendars again this year? I bought both last year and absolutely love them. If you do make them, I will definitely be buying both. Stay safe and keep up the great work.
Basically, yes, I do plan. And sorry, no, I was planning to do it, but I recently looked into it, and I don't think I've got enough pictures this year. And I don't want to make something with old pictures. I mean, I could do a bikes one and just do random bikes from the hundreds of pictures that I took when I was working with Loomies. But also the logistics of having to keep going to the post office, keep going to the printers. It's a lot of me in public spaces, and I've got to try and look after the people that are here. So I think I probably will skip this year, which is kind of annoying. But I'm just kind of doing some other new merch at the moment, and I don't want to like take away from those other people that are helping me, but they need to make a bit of money from it too. So it might be good to not do the calendar this year.
There's always another year.
May Crotch again. Hello, Spicy and Reno. My question this month is a serious one. Should I move in with my girlfriend, and would you if you were in my position?
What, moving with your girlfriend?
The girlfriend has asked me to move in with her, and as much as I'd like to say yes, she does have a rather annoying habit. We have a curry once a week whilst watching Embarrassing Bodies. When we have eaten the curry, she declares that curry has gone straight through me and goes to the bathroom, where she proceeds to pebble dash the toilet. I've confronted her about it, and she says that it's art. I like art as much as the next person, but it's a bit much. Do you know that song, Here Comes the Hot Stepper? I've renamed it Here Comes the Pebble Dasher just for her.
Wow.
You're a brilliant pair, cheese out. P.S. What if her undies have skids? I don't think I could handle that.
Is this not mean? Like,
I don't know.
Is this real?
I don't know. My advice is going to be, make sure that you have a toilet brush and available cleaning supplies in your toilet.
Then
as all people should have, everyone in their toilet should have toilet extra toilet rolls and stuff.
Yes.
Toilet brush and a plunger. Because if you have a guest round, and you know, some scenario happens, they never get in a double flush situation. So let them have a plunger.
Yeah.
I think it's common courtesy.
Yes, because otherwise you're at the house and you're like, oh no, and you're like, oh, I have to leave. Yeah, and it's terrible. Bondig D says, hi Spicy and Reno, hope you are both well. Now that they have found water on the moon, sort of, they say moon base is more possible. What are your thoughts on this? Reno, will you be going with Spicy when he returns to his home planet?
What makes you think that I'm the one from a different planet? Finding water on the moon, I believe that the quantities are still like 30 times less than the Sahara Desert in the driest days or something like that. But I can see the moon being like a launching platform for us for the future, but I don't fully understand the benefits of going back there right now. I don't know what the moon-based benefit would be. I mean, I guess construction of other rockets to go other places, but I thought we were going to do that in orbit anyway. I mean, taking that all the way to the moon seems far more I don't know. I do feel like the whole going to the moon thing recently has kind of been like more of a claim to minerals for the future than anything. That's why most of them, they're like going there just prospecting. Tony Walters, buenos dias, Sprino. I was knocked off in June.
Oh no.
Ending with me becoming part robot. I haven't ridden since then, as my CBT has also run out. I was looking at doing my DAS before the kind van man decided to stop that. Would you say do my CBT again and get back on the road again, or ease myself back into it, or jump straight into my DAS?
I guess it depends how long you're riding for.
Well, no, I would have said just basically, well, if it's just run out, that means they've been running for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
So, if you were confident before, I don't see any reason you can't go and do the DAS. I mean, you're going to have to do the CBT anyway to do DAS.
Yeah, you will.
So that's going to be your little refresher day. And that will, then obviously I think having people around you during the first rides after a crash is a good thing. So yeah, I would say if you feel good for it, straight DAS. Don't hold back. Remember, after my crash, I used some of the most claim money to buy a bike, do my license, clear my debts, and yeah, a lot of it for me was just get straight onto a big bike as soon as I could. And it feels so much safer to be on a bigger bike. So you've experienced the problems that 125s have, now experience the benefits of the larger bikes. Go for it. Not go for it.
I was going to say, what are you doing? Jeez. Geo Winner says, hey Spicy and Reno, what is your view on private number plates? I don't really have a view.
If you've got the money for them and you want it, fill your boots.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, just I can't afford
it. Lone Wally UK says, alright me old chum, is there any style of bike that you would like to try more of? For me, it's got to be the Cruiser after having a go on a Kawasaki Vulcan, Kawasaki Vulcan S 650. Quite a culture shock from the Honda CB500X with the foot peg position and the fact it required a little more leaning.
I'd honestly like to try more supermotos. I mean, I absolutely love them, and I've ridden the DRZ, and I've ridden and I've ridden the KCM 690, and I've ridden the 701. I'd like to try some other supermotos because I've not tried them to see what they're like. Also, I mean, more cruisers. I'd like to try Harley, just a straight Harley, to know what the bog standard Harley experience is like. Just to know. 4658, A-up spices. One for both of you. If you could learn one skill, any skill at all, overnight, what would it be? Cheers for the great content. Also, are you doing calendars again this year? Ta-ra for now. Again, we already mentioned the calendar situation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking no, so apologies. I'm as disappointed as most of you probably are, but I do have other merch, like the coasters, and the laser cut bikes, and also we've got new t-shirts, and we've got the old t-shirts, and there's key tags and stuff like that. But yeah, any skill overnight, something like programming or CAD or accountancy, maybe something that I could do alongside what I do now to earn a load of money in a short amount of hours. I'm happy to spend the amount of hours doing what I'm doing now, but it would be nice if I could do some other work that's like money, and then I can just not worry about it for the rest of the stuff. Anything you'd like to learn a skill overnight? How to cut hair?
Yeah, probably. No. I would like to be... I think I would like to be a more confident rider. That would be a good skill.
Oh, that's okay. No, that's a skill.
If I could just instantly know all my Japanese, that would be great. But unfortunately, it takes a long time. And there was a third one, and I've forgotten it already. I guess have a better memory because I forget everything.
That's a good point.
Oh, you're warm.
Wham.
Wham.
Wham. No one's going to understand what the wham is. Right,
Waluigi.
James A, would you eat a whole lemon in your Q&A video, or do you not stick to your bets? No, I wouldn't.
George Forrester says, what would you say is the best A2 bike in your opinion? I'm either going to go for something new or restore an old 90s sports bike, maybe something like an FZR 600.
Is that under 95 brake as standard? Because it has to be under 95 brake to be able to ride it under an A2. You can never have more than that, to my understanding. Best bike, I think if you want something on the limit, without going into it being restricted, I still say the CBF. Your bike, 500. It's a really good bike.
It is a good bike.
I very much like it. If you want something restrictable, I think the MT 07 and some of the other things like that, and some of the Triumphs, and basically, I mean, most of the bikes that you can restrict down to A2 are great bikes. They're all so constrained by the regulations that they're going to be very similar in ways, and they're going to have the same sort of brakes and stuff generally. So too much of your own personal taste, I would say. James the Naked Snake, hey Reese, I'm going to try and make this stick. What have we got now? Reese, Sprino, Spices.
Spicy. I think that's Ricey.
Ricey.
Is it Ricey or Reese?
Ricey. How are you both doing? I'm doing fine.
Good.
Full of vitamin C. What are a few things on each of your bucket lists that you would like to do that you haven't yet, and what things have you managed to cross off your list so far? On the list of things to do, I'd like to visit America at some point, but I'd like to do it when I can afford to do it. Not just because, you know, I've managed to scrape the money together to go over there and then just it cost me. I'd like it to be a fun trip where I'm not worrying about how much money I've spent on it. That's one thing. I would like to... The number one goal is just to continue what I'm doing. And I guess I'll only know if I continue that list until the list ends. Well, it depends about the future. It's going about the future. As for things I've knocked off the list, currently doing this, I actually found my video I quit yesterday. The one I made nearly 5 years ago. It's March. Next March it's 5 years. And I said in that video, I hope that... Because I said, you know, quitting your job without somewhere to go to and stuff like that was a very dumb decision. I just hope it pays off, and I hope I can say I'm one of those people that says that quitting my job was the best thing I ever did. And it's the best thing I ever did. So, yeah. That's one I think is definitely not off my list. Your list?
I would like to visit Japan at one point in my entire life. And I don't know what I've already knocked off.
Got a bike? Was that on the list?
No, actually, I never thought I would have a bike, but I did see it in a dream once, so maybe it became a reality. But I've always been very superstitious in a way. I've never wanted to.
Your dreams coming reality scary.
Actually, that would be scary.
Carry on, superstitious.
I've always felt like if I create a bucket list, I'm jinxing myself. And maybe I won't get it all completed before, maybe I'll just die. I don't know. There's a weird thing for me. So I just never, went round to doing it. And I couldn't think of what to do. So, yeah, I'm weird.
Well, there we go. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much for all the questions. This month's one was a little bit different with the poetry section. I can imagine these videos getting a bit nuts in the future. If you'd like to be part of these videos by submitting your question, you need to be part of Patreon, which is as little as $1 a month, and it basically is the only way that this channel exists and how I'm still able to be that person who says, thank God quitting my job was the best thing I ever did. Anyway, right, until next month, bye.
Bye.
Hit the like button for lemons.
You like for lemons.